Yes, and we can go on and on about the folklore of Kolkata football. Of course, Ronaldinho coming as well a few years ago. Emi Martinez, who helped Messi win the World Cup, he came as well. And a bit of a lap of honor here for the GOAT as he moves around the Salt Lake Stadium, and the fans can get a closer look of him.
Hear it in their shouts. You can hear it in their cheers. Even being in the same vicinity as Lionel Messi is like touching God in the flesh. In your dreams maybe, in your emotions maybe, in your thoughts maybe. But at the end of the day, this moment will not come over and over again. You got to frame it in every possible way you can.
और यहाँ पे अभी जो स्टेडियम के माहौल है वो सारे बदल चुके हैं, क्योंकि और पीछे जो आप दिख रहे हैं लुइस सुआरेज, again one of the greatest of the game. Of course, so many of the wonderful games he's played. This Luis Suarez for Ajax Amsterdam, for Liverpool, the Football Club Barcelona, went to Atletico Madrid, and now has followed his great friend to Inter Miami.
He's thrown on the term greatest of all time and greatest so many times. Of course, Leo Messi in a class of his own, but Suarez one of the all-time greats when it comes to strikers of this generation and generations past as well. Winning 4 La Ligas at Barcelona, being pivotal for Liverpool, although they couldn't manage to get that Premier League, and then going to La Liga, or rather going to Atletico Madrid and winning the La Liga there as well, Rohit, which is probably even more special.
Said that he's an individual who's lived his life and he finished a match between genius and madness. And he's someone who's born with the truth that not always brilliance comes impeccably to you. It comes with a scar.
Now, in essence, Messi is special for being a generational talent who blends the role of a scorer, creator and dribbler, and consistently performing at the highest level for over a decade. It's been wonderful. And that's the World Cup. Will it again lift it in 2026?
Well, you never know. When the great man is around, anything is possible. 2022 was absolutely magical. 7 goals, 3 assists. And we all remember that final where he eventually shook hands with paradise.
Liam, are you silently suggesting that in 6 months we are going to see a replication of the same?
Well, why not? When he is there and when he's playing with that flair of being a world champion, I think it is definitely possible. They've won the Copa America as well, back to back. So it is surely possible. Rodrigo de Paul as well, let's speak about him a little bit. He also has been a fantastic footballer, World Cup winner in his own right, and is so dear to Leo Messi that he left Atletico Madrid and went to Inter Miami and won a trophy with him there as well.
And I think it just tells you we don't celebrate him enough. But in that World Cup squad, people often praise how Rodrigo de Paul kind of became a fulcrum in the Argentine midfield. He was the one who was responsible for the distribution of passes, and also if needed, he played the screen ahead of that defense. He was brilliant.
और लियो मेसी जो एक है वो कभी सारी जो लाइमलाइट है, जो फोकस है, अपने ऊपर रखना नहीं चाहता है. He's always a great team man, and he always says that every victory is a team's victory. And he had such wonderful players beside him. That great, at one point of time had Kun Aguero, had of course Uncle Di Maria. What great players!
And that is where it all changed in the 2022 World Cup. They said, let's do it for Leo, and they just carried a different kind of team spirit. And as you said, football is a team sport, and no matter how great you are individually, he always said that he would trade everything for that one World Cup, and he eventually got it.
ये आप क्रिकेट विश्व कप की बात कर रहे हैं, जैसे सचिन के लिए बोलो थे one time for Sachin, let's win it, and India won it at one time.
Exactly. It felt more or less the same when that happened in 2011, and then when Messi lifted it in 2022, it was like everything aligned, and we thought that he might be done there when it comes to Argentina, but that fantastic piece of news where he said that I will play for Argentina as a World Cup champion, and then we'll see him again next year.
But I think we are all talking about his World Cup triumph. It all started from 2006. I remember Argentina getting knocked out by Germany in tiebreaker. David Oronko scored a late equalizer. And from there in 2010, I think they were beaten by Germany once again, if I'm not too mistaken. And then in 2014, once again, it was Germany. In the final, Mario Götze rattled them in 6 minutes to go. But then, as they say, redemption will come to you only if you believe in yourself.
When I went to Argentina in 2014, just a couple of months after that World Cup final loss, you asked about the atmosphere there. They love their football as much as we do. They were absolutely distraught, but they did say that it will come home soon, and they believed in Leo Messi, and he made sure that it took place. Fantastic scenes here at the Salt Lake Stadium. All the phones are out.
And some unknown or lesser known facts about Leo Messi. He is one who's got a massive tattoo collection throughout his body, and it's dedicated to his family, including it's got his wife's eye, the sons' names, the handprints of their sons, and also at the back he's got his tribute to the mother. And just let me tell you one very interesting anecdote. The first ever Barcelona signing was on a napkin, and that in 2024 has been sold in the auction at $1 million.
And what an incredible story. It just shows you that from a small piece of not even paper, of a paper napkin, things can start and it can reach to such heights where there is basically no ceiling, where you touch the sky and the moon and even further than that.
Only if you know to believe, and Messi believed. Messi believed no matter what comes his way, he'll be there. And you know why, Liam? Because he loved the sport. He loved the sport, he loved the ball with all his heart. And that is what drove him to the very brink of greatness. And that is why no matter what came his way, he said he's going to stand tall, he's going to take it all in, he'll take the defeat, and then he will fight his way back.
और मेसी की जो नामांकन जो है, उनकी मदर की सबसे फेवरेट सिंगर थे लियोनेल रिची, और उन्हीं के नाम से वो अपने बेटे को, पुत्र का नाम दिया था. और ये शायद आप कई लोग जानते हैं, कई आदमी भूल गए कि मेसी अर्जेंटीना को जो डेब्यू हुआ था, वो बेंच से आके 2 ही मिनट में रेड कार्ड उनको दिखाया गया और वो उनको बाहर जाना पड़ा. और it was in 2005 against Hungary.
And we speak so much about him being God's gift to football, but as we've mentioned throughout this discussion, it hasn't come easy. There is a lot of hard work that is put to it, of course, a lot of passion. As you said, it doesn't come without the love of the game, and that is why it's so important that I think it's fitting that he has his best friends alongside him, because being a team sport, no matter what individual things you achieve, you've got your best friends alongside you, you've got your teammates alongside you watching your back. That's what it's all about. It's about the memories that you make along with the trophies that you win.
Someone very nicely put it. No matter how high you reach, unless you share it with your best of friends, the joy will remain kind of splintered to you. So guess what? Messi knows it all. And that's why, not just all of it, I think Messi is also an embodiment of humility. The humility that he carries with himself, it's very rare. But make no mistake, he's already touched the skies and above.
Yes, that same boyish grin, it still remains. And he is such loved character. Just remember, when he won that Instagram the history, he's created history after that picture, that photo of his lifting the 2022 FIFA World Cup. 74 million hits till date. Near to goodness. Wow.
It looks like he's making his way outside now as the murmurs in the Salt Lake Stadium, as everybody will just soak it in for a few moments. I think just the fact that they have seen the great man, the icon, Leo Messi, they're all still just soaking it in here in the commentary box. But what a moment to finally witness. And of course, Rodrigo de Paul and Luis Suarez as well. To see them in the flesh is something surreal.
कहीं मत जाइए क्योंकि अभी और काफी सारे इवेंट्स बाकी हैं और पिक्चर अभी बाकी है. आपको ये गोट्स इंडिया टूर 2025 इसकी लाइव टेलीकास्ट आ रही है डीडी स्पोर्ट्स पे और इसकी ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म में भी ये उपलब्ध है. और हम अभी भी काफी मेसी मोमेंट्स क्रिएट करेंगे.